Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. On the Breakfast Club.
Now, listening out there, have you guys seen the new Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition? Have you seen it, Charlamagne? Because this is something I thought about last night when I seen this story. Because
I saw the headline, but I wasn't interested in looking at the cover.
You've known her like a cougar or two.
I do love me an older woman. That is a fact. Yes. Older black woman, though.
Now, Martha Stewart.
The black women age a little bit different.
Martha Stewart becomes the oldest Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover model at 81, making history.
Yeah, Martha Stewart, 81 years old?
81 years old. That's right. She said, I'm so thrilled to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. Are you purchasing this cover, Charlamagne?
Nope.
Why not?
Because I think when they do stuff like this, they setting people like Martha Stewart up for failure. Because Martha Stewart does look great for 81, right? But when you put her on the cover of Sports Illustrated, you're just opening her up for a bunch of scrutiny and criticism that she don't deserve. Because the people who order Sports Illustrated on the regular are looking for something in particular, and it's not an 81-year-old woman.
How you know?
I'm almost positive.
Well,
that's why it's never happened before.
This is what Martha Stewart talking about it.
Usually I'm motivated by pay, but this time I was motivated by showing people that a woman my age can still look good, feel good, be good, blah, blah, blah. When I heard that I was going to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit, I thought, oh, well, that's pretty good. I'm going to be the oldest person, I think, ever on a cover of Sports Illustrated. And I don't think about age very much, but I thought that this is kind of historic. I want other women, especially women, to feel that they could also be on the cover of Sports Illustrated issue.
I wonder how this issue is going to do.
I don't know. I also don't care about Martha Stewart like that. God bless her, but I never was into Martha Stewart. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, Snoop made me care about Martha Stewart a whole lot more than I did prior to that.
So it's not something you purchase and you see it at the airport, you're not going to pick
I don't
this
buy
one
Sports Illustrated, period. Not the swimsuit issue.
All right. Well, it's out right now. You can definitely check it out.
Are you interested, sir? Did you keep asking about it?
No. It's not my thing.
You see this?
What's that?
What's that say right there?
I can't see because it's covered.
Read. What did that say? What did that say right there?
Senior healthy
living. That's
yes.
what Martha Stewart need to be on the cover.
Shut up, man.
I'm reading the New York Daily News, and that's what they have: senior healthy living, and it's a whole article about how seniors live in the springtime. Okay. All right, that's what Martha need to be doing.
Well, Michael Wilbon, you know him from ESPN. He refuses to buy his son Jay Morant's sneaker.
Ja
Morant sneaker. Yeah, okay.
The question is he going to do the work that is required of himself to get out of this and for this not to be the end? Because what's going to happen now? Nike going to pull that shoe? Is Powerade going to pull that drink? I know in my house, I told Matthew, you can't have the shoe. I'm not buying that shoe. You're not buying that shoe. Our money as a family is not going toward that. And so I'm not the only one who's going to feel that way. And by the way, I am fascinated with Ja Morant. Ja Morant, he's so smart. We talk about intelligence. You listen to Ja Morant post game, the engagement level and the intellect are unmistakable. But yet, this whole fake gangster theme that I thought we were past as a culture some years ago, I guess he's not past it. He and his. It's sad.
I mean, I'm sure that's how a lot of people feel, and that's exactly what all these companies that Ja endorses are thinking about, from Nike to Powerade. All these people are thinking, can this guy, still endorse our products? And you can't act like what Michael Wilbon is doing is something different than what our parents did growing up. I know when I was walking around with Chuck Taylors as a kid, and I had my Los Angeles Raiders sweatshirt, which didn't even say Raiders because it was missing a part of the D, so it said Railers. And I had, a big afro. When Snoop caught that murder case, my dad made me cut my hair. He's like, oh, you think you Snoop Dogg? Didn't want me listening to no Snoop, none of that type of stuff. So
I mean, it's a fact. I mean, are a lot of parents going to buy Ja Morant's jersey? Are they going to buy the sneakers? Are they going to buy a lot of the things that Ja Morant supports? Are they going to allow their kids to follow Ja Morant on social media and be like Ja Morant? I don't know.
I don't know.
And I doubt it.
But I doubt it, and that's exactly what a lot of these companies are thinking. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, shoot, Ja endorses our products, but is him endorsing our products going to cause people not to support our products? Why do you think they hire these people as pitchmen? They hire them because they think that these people are going to bring an audience to purchase their products. So if they ever do anything that makes folks feel like I'm not going to purchase their products, that's when they sever ties.
Did Allen Iverson have that same scrutiny with his tattoos and the clothes that he wore?
I know you ain't asking that question.
His situation in Virginia where they Did that because
I know you're not asking that question.
I honestly don't remember.
Of course, they changed the whole dress code.
No, I remember that, but
NBA.
I don't remember people saying I'm not buying this jersey or not selling the sneakers and not buying the sneakers. I don't remember that.
Well, they didn't have to because the coaches supported Allen Iverson. So we were figuring out ways. I know I was getting my little money buying every Allen Iverson jersey out of East Bay. I didn't need my parents to buy me that stuff. I didn't need my parents to buy me the Arce sneakers. Once I started making a little bit of money in the street, I was buying that stuff myself out of East Bay.
Now AI was the homie, so we always supported AI.
Yeah, even when I started working little jobs and stuff, that's the stuff I would purchase out of East Bay. Y'all don't remember East Bay?
Of course,
man.
I think the last East Bay magazine came out 6 months ago, and I think it discontinued now. I don't think they send the magazines out anymore.
And by the way, it'll be the same thing for Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's people who are into that culture, like they're into that, what he's presenting, they'll find a way to still buy his jerseys and still buy his sneakers. The hip hop culture
will still support Ja Morant.
I don't want to say hip hop.
I think so.
I don't want to say hip hop. I just think that there's a certain element that is still into that would support that.
I think they'll still support that. It's the same thing. And I think, you know what? I think
people like bad guys.
People will still support Ja Morant. Like I said, I still see these kids in suburban areas with a Pooh Shiesty mask over their face for no reason.
People like bad guys.
They do.
But the problem is you can like bad guys all you want. Him being a bad guy is not good for him.
No.
Parents won't support it. It's not good for him and his brand.
Correct.
He's going to be the one that loses the endorsement deals. You know what I mean? He's going to be the one that's going to be getting suspended without pay. So you can like the rebel all you want, but the rebel ain't doing nothing but hurting himself.
Right.
The bad guy in this situation ain't doing nothing but hurting himself.
Now, lastly, we got to talk about Timbaland. Shout out to the OG Timbaland. He credits Jay-Z and Drake for being the voices of reason during his darkest moments of his life. Now, he spoke with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay and talked about when he was addicted to drugs.
You had an addiction.
Yes, I did.
How did this addiction come about?
Not really being sure who I am. I was fighting the enemy within me. It started with a dentist taking Vicodin. Then the Vicodin made me feel like Superman. And then all of a sudden, I found myself just taking it all the time. I had a doctor that was giving it to me all the time. And then I was on it I was taking 160 milligrams a day of Oxycontin. And everybody that I know who done that has died. You know what I'm saying? So I think I even died, at one point in time where I got out. I had an out-of-body experience where I was laying in the bed and I saw myself laying in the bed. And from that point on, God has changed my mind, and I did it cold turkey here. I just started weaning myself off.
Wow.
Well, he didn't. That's not dying. That's called a
out-of-body experience.
Astral projection.
Yeah.
I've been doing that my whole life.
But I will say this. People talk about Vicodin and Oxycontin and how it feels, and a lot of people always talk about it after they get a surgery or after they go to the dentist.
It's amazing.
That's why whenever I have a surgery or anything like that, I try my hardest not to take anything.
It's amazing.
I'll take a Tylenol. I'll deal with the pain because I'm always nervous because I always hear horrible stories like that. Yeah?
It's amazing.
No.
It is amazing. It is amazing, and it is easy to get addicted to.
Why you got your bag? You just put your bag up. What you got in your bag, bro?
I got some heavy ibuprofen in my bag, but that has nothing to do with anything. That's because I got to get a root canal. My tooth is hurting.
Right.
But the reality of the situation, that stuff is amazing, and it is very addictive. I remember being in a car accident once. I went back for a couple prescriptions that I didn't need. Hell yeah.
What does it feel like?
You just be floating. You just feel... It do feel like an out-of-body experience, but it don't feel like astroplaning, but it feels like you're disconnected. And if you're a person that has trouble disconnecting, I mean, I have different methods to disconnect now, especially meditation. But if you have trouble disconnecting, it will help you disconnect, damn it.
All right, well, that is your rumor report. Now, donkey today, who you giving that donkey to?
Man, 4 after the hour, there is a man in Colorado. How can I say this? We really need to apologize to our dogs. I'll explain 4 after the hour. And by dogs, I'm not talking about slang like humans, like that's my dog. I'm talking about our actual 4-legged friends. We owe our dogs an apology. We'll discuss.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.